And welcome everybody out here to CEVO TV as we're bringing you another match from the Gfinity CEVO Pro League for Season 9. This is going to be our third qualifier bracket to see who's going to be joining the rest of those teams at our LAN finals at the end of the month at the Gfinity Arena in London. I'm Gus Moret, and I'll have Joey joining me a little bit later, but he had to take care of some things, so it'll be just me for a little bit as we're here on map number 1, Mirage. This was Prospect's pick as TSM selected Dust 2, and our third map, if needed, will be Inferno. So we're already underway here in the pistol. A lot of Prospect members gathered up over here towards Upper B, except for Sayonara, who is kind of keeping an eye on any type of mid-aggression, just making sure that no type of flanks or plays are going to come in and disrupt what they're trying to set up here at B. We do have Automatic and Twist both playing just a basic 2-1-2 setup here from TSM. No one's really begun to rotate. There hasn't really been anything happening yet to cause them to come off their positions, as no aggressive plays to get info, and Prospects hasn't really made noise, except for right now. They're going to begin pressing Upper B right away. Automatic does get the first kill. He is going to get traded out there by Ye, but Twist is still alive here at the back of the site. He will be able to get 2 kills here, slowing it down Prospects, allowing the rotate to set in. Simpus and Sick are already in the area, but Sayonara, going up catwalk on that late mid lurk, is able to get a kill and put this back into a 2 versus 2. Sick and Finesse will have to work together now, as the bomb still has yet to be planted. They're doing a pretty good job of disrupting that, but now Finesse is all alone in a 1v2. Almost gets sniped in the back, but he's able to get a kill and respond, and somehow he's just dodging and weaving all these bullets, and Sayonara runs out of ammo, and somehow, some way, Finesse comes up with that round in a really chaotic 1v1 situation. So props to them. As just talking about the teams a little bit here tonight, of course, TSM is using Twist. Well, I'm not sure if it was ever confirmed if he was a full member of the team or not, but he's been trying out for TSM for the past few weeks. I know Adren was trying out for TSM for a little while, but of course he went and played with Liquid at the Major, and while Adren was doing that, TSM continued to practice, and they were using Twist and all of that. He's, of course, an up-and-coming guy. I think he's 16 years old. Probably seen him playing FPL and, you know, different pro player pugs. He was also playing on what is now Kokona, formerly AGG. He was kind of picked up on that team. So he's definitely a young rifler that people kind of have their eyes on to see what he's going to be able to do. He's usually a more aggressive guy, so we'll see on the T sides if they use him in that capacity. As I know they already had Finesse and Sick as kind of entry fraggers, so I'm not sure if roles will change around, but it'll be interesting to keep an eye on as we get into the second half. But for right now, let's just focus on this second round. We are going to see that bomb is down at the back of Upper B. We do see Josh RT and Naughty, I guess is his name, I have no idea, making their way back through underpass Upper B. Simpus has already gotten aggressive to find a kill onto Odaris. I guess we're going to go with that. It's really hard. Prospects has changed their roster quite a lot since the last time I watched them play. I think they used to have like McNutty and Emote on the team. Both those players are gone, and now they have Odaris and Ye. So a little bit of a shuffle compared to what I'm used to seeing. Not really sure what to expect from them, but we are going to see them find at least a bomb plant in this second round. Still 3 members up, though, from TSM to make the retake opportunity happen. We have Finesse meeting up with Simpus here at the catwalk. Sick playing from inside the market. Simpus does go down before Finesse can get into position, but we'll see if he can't make something happen. Sick will press in for a frag, so does Finesse, and so they will get the job done. Extra money coming in here for Prospect GG. Between the 2-round loss and the money they got here, that'll be $2,700 coming in, roughly. So, likely, I would imagine take another save here just to make sure they can get an op and full utility on that stuff. Don't think they would want to get too aggressive with any type of force buy at this point. So yeah, you will just see Nanti picking up a P250. A few more P250s picked up. 1 flash on Sayonara. A little bit of armor as well, so not really dipping too deep, but giving them a chance to make some type of play. It looks like the A-bomb site this time. They're going to send 3 in the palace. This is a pretty common way to execute. Just kind of flash your way out. Just hope that you can spill out and waterfall out the palace and get into the A site. But there are 3 members here. Simpus rotates off mid to be around, and Finesse is going to be able to put a stop to them at the palace before they're really even able to get out. 2 members down already, so this tactic does not really pay off. As we do have 6 still alive to guard the site, so that bomb cannot go down. Josh trying his best to battle back, but is going to be unsuccessful in his endeavors. And so we do have the 3-0 start here from TSM. But now our opening gun round is on the horizon. We do have Odaris picking up the op, so I guess he is kind of the replacement for McNutty, who was doing some opping for this team prior. So we'll see what he can do. Of course, Simp is still maintaining his op role on the team. Finesse was looking to get a little bit aggressive here at mid, but actually backs up into the connector. Automatic is getting a little bit aggressive on Cat. I think he's actually made his way into the ladder room here, so we do have that going on. But Odaris has been able to find Simpus inside middle, so an instant 5-on-4 here for Prospect. Great shot there from him. You see Automatic trying to peer over the smoke, see if he couldn't find a quick equalizer to even the odds, but unable to spot anything here. So Prospect slowing it down. They have their opening pick. They do have some decent mid control. They're gathering the rest of the members up over here towards A. We do see Twist making a play at upper B. Of course, just pushing to see if they can't get information. Obviously, a little bit harder to rotate the way you want to when you're a man down. So making a play like this gives them a little bit of intel to work with, and you can see that allows Automatic to go ahead and back out of the B bomb site, gather up over here in the CT spawn. With Finesse picking up that op from Simphis, he has it to watch the jungle cross, but Josh RT, he's going to find Sick on top of the mountain, looking for Finesse as well through the smoke, going to find that also, and so this is pretty much a done deal at this point. Only Twist and Automatic remain, and now Automatic has also found death, so it's all on Twist, 1-on-5. Listening for exit frags at this point is about the best he can hope for. So Darius does actually press out here with the op. Keep an eye on it. Twist content just to hold the angle, and so now the guns are out. Prospects will actually pick up their first round of the game. Likely going to lead to a save here from TSM, as Simpus doesn't have really any money to work with. Well, maybe they could do some dropping around if Twist does actually pick up this op. So we might see some upgraded pistols or something surrounded around this op if he can actually hold on to it. He's getting pressured. However, he's able to find the kill on the Josh RT, so he will be able to hold on to that and rotate it around to the next round. And we will go ahead and see some guns picked up. So yeah, they actually are going to go ahead and just force into this. They were able to get a couple of M4s. Of course, Finesse is not going to have much to work with. Automatic also going to be pretty light here. Also going to go for a CZ armor only, so a little bit of a force here. See if they can't reset Prospects right away. You are going to see Twist and Automatic being very aggressive here. Not really playing the B bomb site, just kind of giving it up. Trying to make a play. Finesse actually does get very aggressive on the A ramp as well. You can see that he's actually pressed all the way up. He does have Sick as kind of cover fire to maybe fall back if need be, or at least do some type of crossfire to get a couple of quick kills. We are going to see Sayonara at top middle, not spotting anything, and here comes Odaris. Finesse actually going to get pop flash through and go for the peek with that CZ. He will go down. This is going to prompt Prospects to begin their execute on the A bomb, but Simpus has caught the push out of the palace, so they've equalized the rounds 4-on-4 now. Sick. Able to pick up one, but Odaris very quick to trade, so pretty efficient stuff here from Prospect so far, but there is where the tides turn. Automatic able to slip through his smoke, grab the bomb carrier, so bomb down now, and it's a 3v2 for SoloMid. Odaris quick to trade it right back in favor of his team. Now only Automatic left. Great play there from him. And Automatic is in a tight spot here, stuck in sandwich with 1 HP. Not much he can hope to do at this point. It would be a miracle for him to come up with it. He does get one kill. He picks up an op. If he somehow spans Sayonara through the smoke, maybe, just maybe, he still wins this. He has to fall back because of that incendiary, and it's going to allow Sayonara to perhaps make something happen. This will be a crazy 1v2, 1 HP clutch for Automatic if he's able to find Sayonara crossing into the site. It's going to come down to who can pull the trigger faster at this point, and it's going to be Sayonara. I didn't even really get to see that. I don't know if Automatic even got to pull the trigger. Sayonara is going to salvage the round. It was looking like it was Prospects all the way, but right there at the end it got a bit scary, but luckily for Prospects, Sayonara able to find Automatic and put another round on the board. So it's 2 in a row for them. Now it is almost a tie game, and it's very likely right around the corner as TSM only with some upgraded pistols to work with here now after the force buy from the previous round. Now we're going to see Prospects just kind of play a passive mid-control setup, 2 watching for mid pushes, 2 watching for A pushes. Sayonara going to pick up the upper B push from Simpus, as well as find Finesse inside underpass. So just standard hold for aggression, and they have dealt with it. Still plenty of time left to play around here on the clock. Automatic just going to hold position now. Sick does pick up an AK. Not sure if that was a kill at a palace push or something, but he does have that in his hands now over at the A bomb site with Twist. That bomb seems to be making its way around here to upper B with Sayonara. Automatic has left the B bomb site. Quickly walks back though, so he'll be alone. We actually do have a push from Sick with that AK flanking. So Twist will be able to lead the A bomb site here soon, I would imagine, unless they're concerned that there might still be some palace. Seems to be the case. Automatic, no flash or anything like that, so he just has to hope that he can grab a crazy kill. Sick's flank coming in, but it's not going to be here quick enough. Automatic trying to see if he can't hide it out, but unable to do so. Prospect leaves no stone unturned. They're going to make sure this site is clear now. Here comes the flank from Automatic. O'Dara still gonna look for it, but Sick still finds the frag. Almost catches Josh RT there as well. So this round's still getting a little bit dicey, but with Twist cleared out and Sick with such low HP, gonna be rather difficult for him to crack open this round at this point. Should be a tie game, unless Sick just makes a, well, sick play. Do whatever there, but it is not gonna come to fruition.
I don't get it!
Oh, hey, Joey! I was told you might not make it until after map 1, so I'm glad you got here much earlier than that. I'm not a scrub. Thank you, mate. Everyone, this is Helium Umbrella. Hello. Hi. You didn't miss a whole lot. Pretty standard game so far.
What are these Steam icons by Yay and Nazi?
What? It's Starry Night, but with pugs.
Starry Night with a pug?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty straightforward.
Or is it Pug Stars? I think they're Pug
Odaris
Stars.
is what, Danny Darko?
Is that a double meaning there? Pug Stars?
Ooh.
It's also Donnie. I don't know if you said Danny. Sounded like you might have said
I
Danny.
thought I said Donnie Darko.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still like out of breath. I literally just got back from the gym.
Oh. I guess there's other things you could have been out of breath for, but I guess the gym is probably a safe thing to talk about.
Like that.
One of the safer options.
I was just so excited to cast this match that I ran out of breath.
I guess that's possible. I mean, it's cool to see Twist playing with TSM, kind of get an idea what he's going to be like on this team. Prospects, I mean, honestly, who cares? Like, they've completely revamped their roster for this game, and yeah, I don't really know anything about them. I mean, I know Josh RT and a couple of these guys have been playing with this team for a while. Sayonara was also a part of the team.
So I recognize Sayonara more because of his Steam icon than his
he did censor it. I think it's, well, I mean, not really, though.
Yeah, not really.
He didn't censor the biggest part of it, but yeah. Whatever. I do know Ye. He actually used to play with some of the old Denial guys, like Shinobi and Thick and Vice and all those guys, way back in the day. They were called Mortality way back then, so I recognize his name.
No one's playing with Vice tonight. Twist, of course, getting his opportunity. And here's Sick from under balcony, gonna find two. Finesse with one, actually make it a double as he will bring down a Sayonara. And now it's all on Odaris.
Indeed, so a quick shutdown here from TSM. No time for Odaris to really do much at all except for hope to save this off, which doesn't seem like TSM's pressing too hard, so he should be able to bring that around. So we've had both teams with a 3-round winning streak to start off the game, but here in the next bye round, we do see TSM being able to pick it up. Just a great shutdown on the A-bomb site. A lot of credit given the Sick, just playing that under balcony position, being able to put a stop to the A-ramp push fairly efficiently. And now there's really no money on prospects. They'll have that op on Odaris, but otherwise they don't have much to work with here. I guess Nati's having ping issues, so they called for a technical, but not fast enough, so I think maybe we might do some type of medic situation now.
They don't
Seems like
have
that
any
might be the
money.
case.
Why don't they just use this round as like a Swedish eco? I mean, I guess because they have the op, they feel pressured, like maybe we can get something out of it. So I guess I can understand that a little bit. But at the same time, could just kill some time off the clock. CT, I mean, it's Mirage, right? The CTs aren't going to be that crazy aggressive. You'll have plenty of time as a terrorist if you just sit and spawn and talk things over. But they will move out towards B as a death ball unit. I'm not sure how much death they will cause. They don't have a lot to work with.
No, not at all. Just that op on Odaris. We do have that 1 P250 on Sayonara. Otherwise, it's Glocks. That meme may never get old. Twist just crouched down below, waiting for the upper B push, which is right on the way. Does have automatic as well on the cat corner. A little bit of a crossfire to be able to spot the window. So pretty standard CT setup here, as we do see Sayonara trying to make a little bit of a disturbance over here in connector, maybe try to pull or rotate. They're definitely looking to explode upper B. And automatic is starting to cheat out of there, so maybe Sayonara can get a kill or something. There is a hope that Twist will get left alone.
Alright, starting to run out now. Automatic up on that box in sight, spotting that out. And it's Twist at the white van, coming away with one automatic here as well. He brought down Josh RT. Septus rotating over through the market window, takes down Naughty. And we've got Odorous with the op. Does take down 2, and actually making this somewhat costly. One more kill would actually be a pretty big deal. But he's unable to find it. And time was in the red. They maybe should have waited and killed him after time. I know that often goes, you know, out the window when you're just trying to win a round, but they had him cornered with like no way out.
Yeah, so they did go ahead and go for the pause, but now the ping seems fine, so I'm not sure what the pause is for at this point and how long it'll last. Hopefully not too long. We are getting into round number 9. TSM up 5-3. Definitely the heavy favorite to go ahead and win this game. As I think this is one of their first official matches with Twist. I don't know that I've seen them play much else with him. They may have played in like I could have swore I saw him playing with them in something like some smaller online cup or something like that, but certainly no pro league play with Twist yet. They were using Adrin, of course, as a trial member after removing Vice, but then Adrin, of course, went and played with Liquid at the majors. So while Adrin was practicing with Liquid for that 1 week, and then that 1 week he was actually playing in the major, for that 2-week period, they decided to go ahead and bring someone else in on a trial basis, which was Twist. Like I said, this young 16-year-old guy, rifler that people have their eyes on, more of an aggro rifler, did a lot of entry fragging for what is now Kokona. And of course, people know him mostly, I think, from just him playing in like FPLs and things like that and making a name for himself through that route. So he's definitely a guy to keep an eye on because, you know, he's one of those young guys that we're wondering if he's going to be like an up-and-comer, kind of like a Liege was or a Nitro was. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Not a bad team for him, I think, to have like his first shot at being a pro player.
Not at all. So TSM up by 2 rounds right now, 5-3. Prospects, again, money was not good. They'll force it a little bit here with some Kevlar and a couple nades and everyone with the Tech 9. They will forfeit all map control as they just set up for a pretty quick A execute. Tons of nades here for TSM, though. The play will be telegraphed, and good nades from TSM could shut it down before it even starts. You can see Sick already prepared with the incendiary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that could be a great counter. That nade comes in on Ye. Doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. I don't even think they realize they got a hit out of that, so it won't give any information away. Counter incendiary does not really come in, it looks like, but lots of counter flashes, and automatic already rotating here from cat to connector.
Yeah, he's so ready. A little hesitant, thinking maybe there's one lurking at the top of mid. Sick's gonna spray down 2. Can't quite get the bomber. Actually would have if he had more bullets. Where's that upgrade? The extended magazine. Needed 40 bullets.
I don't believe this is the Division or Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was going more for the latter, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't really know which reference game you were going for, so I just listed both. And hope for the best, and we got there. But yeah, didn't quite catch the spam. Almost stopped the bomb plant, but just kind of a typical eco round. Just smoke it out. Hope you can sneak in there and get a plant. They do. Gives them a little bit extra cash to work with. Odaris will have the op. First time I saw him with the op, he actually was able to get the better of Symphus in the mid duel, so that was a big moment for them. They actually got like a quick 5-on-4 because of that. Unfortunately, it didn't really lead to a victory, but they've been able to prove that they can at least get control of middle to start doing things. They're going to go for it again here.
Smoke down from FNS, just saying to any terrorists, come on, try to get me. You know you want to push this smoke. Automatic, meanwhile, smoked off in his own little glass cage of emotion there on catwalk, so it'll peek out the other side, take someone from underpass. But it is cleaned up. Ye will not let him fall back. Oh man, way back. I don't even know. I call that faucet, but I don't know if that's a real call. Symphus will take down Sayonara.
That's a good move by Symphus, by the way. He was in window the entire time, and he makes a maneuver they don't expect. I mean, they killed automatic on cat. I think that the aggression there is done, and Symphus, I don't know if he did some type of crazy jump or something to get into ladder room that fast, but I mean, he absolutely caught them off guard, and he gets his team back the one-man advantage, so a big play there. And we'll talk about Unamax's play in a second, because I think this execute's about to roll in.
Being called out for my call-outs. Yo, dog. 6 from CT, gonna find not one, but 2. Nice little headshot with the AK as he gets Josh RT and Odorous running onto the site. They shall not plant. TSM now taking control of this game. They lead 7-3.
Yeah, they're doing great. Now they have the double op set up in effect as well, which can be very powerful on this map, as debuted by Luminosity mostly. As Automatic's play was actually pretty cool there too. I mean, just the using kind of the Terra smokes against them to be able to get a free peek in the underpass, right? That was definitely a nice little crafty play. Him and Finesse usually work pretty well together in these type of CT rotation positions. Oh, Symphysis.
That's back.
Yeah, nice little guess, and Automatic will press out Cat with his op as well. Of course, this is a little bit of a save round for Prospects, but whatever they were hoping to accomplish has been pretty much shut down.
Well, probably the bomb plant. Here they are starting to waterfall out of the one window, and Twist from one side, Automatic from the other. Yeah, they're dead. Look at the carnage.
Smart play there from Twist, just how he's able to kind of back up, not looking to get too eager with fights. Which is good to see. Sometimes those younger up-and-coming players, the more aggressive guys, tend to like just always look for duels. And I feel when I've watched Twist play, even when he was playing with AGG, he seemed to have a better mind about him on how to approach situations like that. But that's just a small little thing. We'll have to just see how he develops over time. But good round there from TSM, very clean win. But now Prospects, they're back to buying. Odaris looking to see if he might catch a pick here at an upper beat from Twist. But Twist not going to be jump peeking, just throwing a couple nades. And I mean, he hears the op shot for free. So it's going to alert him to what's going on.
All right, sorry, I was trying to figure out what Odorous is.
Some kind of like mythology thing?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't believe so. I believe it's well, it's the name of the lead vocalist of War, which is awesome, by the way. Symphysis, and there's Automatic with a nice shot, getting one on the cross. He will take some damage coming through. Odorous gonna hit the second shot. Symphysis missing a close range one, and well, I guess Odorous missed as well. Now taken out of the sky from a no-scope. It's all on Sayonara. Somewhat winnable if he can deal with Symphysis, who's on 3 HP. Just misses him as he sneaks over to the white van. And where is Sick in all of this? Sick is up in the kitchen. Getting the coffee ready.
Yeah, I guess just making sure there's not going to be some type of maneuver from that direction. Symphysis is going to tuck into van. They're just going to play this really safe. And they're close enough to where they should be able to do some type of trade. Not even needed. Symphysis will take care of it by himself. Doing a little jump peek opping. Apparently that only happens 1.4% of the time, Joey. So it's irrelevant. Jumping op accuracy. Not a concern. They even mentioned it inside the chat as well.
What did they get to?
Huh?
Oh, the Caldera stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm sticking with Odorous being a character from Guar. So we'll go with that.
Cool.
Fortunately, I've not brushed up on my Guar discography, so reference game will not be on point. But that band is awesome. People should check it out if you haven't.
Is that the ones that dress up in weird animal costumes? Okay.
Here's Sayonara coming out of balcony. Can't quite contend with the player that was there in CT. That was Automatic. They'll be flashed and pushed back. Some fire damage being taken by the terrorists at Firebox, coincidentally. One spotted in jungle. It was Sayonara getting that information, but he's able to get across and finesse. How dare you? Through the boxes! Not a fair fight. Sayonara now trying to get up to Ticket. Picked up one with his op there from CT. 1 on 2, and he will miss that first op shot. Pulls out the Glock to deal with Twist. He was fighting him, or maybe it was Symphysis that had the CZ out. Trying to start to spray through the box. Yep, it was Symphysis with the CZ. Only 4 bullets left over, but that's all he will need. He brings down Sayonara and gets the defuse. Solo mid into the double digits.
Yes, I mean, that was actually kind of a chaotic round. I mean, it was a little bit back and forth. You know, we did see like trading kind of 1-for-1 throughout most of the round, but right there at the end, Symphysis able to come up with the clutch. And so it will be 10-3 in favor of TSM. So, I mean, short of winning the pistol round, or excuse me, short of winning the opening gun round and you know, getting the following because of, you know, TSM had to do like force buys and saves and things like that. Ever since TSM got their money back in order, Prospects has not been able to do a whole heck of a lot. They've had a couple of close round situations, but they've never been able to close one of them out. And now look at this. Simfish just walking up mid with the op. No fear. Does get caught, though.
Maybe should have been scared.
Maybe he wasn't wearing his costume.
That's why we have fear. Keep us away from situations that are very dangerous. Sometimes you should give in to it. Sometimes you should probably conquer it. Memphis is dead now.
Yeah.
Round 14. Good opportunity for prospects to have a lot of utility as well. Maintaining map control. They've got middle, they've got Palace, they've got A ramp, and it will likely be an A split, especially with Odorous taking down that quick shot onto Sick. Will he expect Finesse? No, he will not. Finesse getting one kill. Can he find the second? He does! Naughty needs to trade that, but unable to do so. Molotov going to be dropped so Finesse can retreat out, and then automatic losing the 1v1 duel with Ye as he comes out of Palace. Now, the rest of the attack of Prospect coming over stairs, and Sayonara was with them as they came out of Connector. Looks like he went jungle and took down Twist, so Prospect, pretty dominant round.
Yeah, good op work from Odaris. It's what got them in a winning position to begin with, so, you know, props to him. But TSM certainly had an ability to win that round after Finesse got those 2 kills at A ramp. I think the big kill, or the big miskill of the round was when Unamac was not able to catch that Palace player. Had he been able to do that, you get in a better position after the kill. You have a 2-on-2 with the bomb down at A ramp, and then that would have actually turned to like a pretty crazy round. But Prospect's able to take Unamac out, put Finesse in a tough 1-on-3. Simphis going to change up his position. This time he'll go Connector. Is able to fit in the op shot before he takes too much damage from that incendiary, and so he will get the instant 5-on-4. Ye is going to be able to trade out pretty quick, and Nati takes out an automatic in ladder, so they're kind of becoming aware of TSM's aggression at middle, and now they're being able to handle it these past couple of rounds.
Yeah, Semphis gets in that first pick, and then everything just falls apart. Prospect pretty much winning all of the duels, as you can see. Sayonara, Ye, and Nati all with 1 kill. It'll be Sick here from CT. Hoping that someone will walk over those stairs nice and slow, like, so we can just tap, tap, tap on their head. But it doesn't seem to be happening. The player that was over there, which is Ye, he's gone into jungle, and it seems like he's going to go through the vent into Twist, who is, has plenty of time. And take his time to get that kill confidently. Sayonara out of Palace will bring down Sick, who's behind triples, trying to flash his way out. Might have even flashed himself. Josh RT, love tap onto Twist. He's down to 16 HP. 1 HP per year of age. Terrorists win. And yeah, 3-pointer. Taking him out.
Yeah, so I mean, Prospects are able to fit in a couple of rounds there at the very end, so it gives them a little bit of hope, but they just didn't adjust that aggressive CT mid setup like fast enough. And we saw TSM just constantly putting automatic in the ladder room, you know, moving some of his op around a lot at middle, using Finesse in the connector. It was very similar to like what Luminosity was doing at the major. Like, you very rarely see CTs go into ladder room that often, was kind of the big thing that Luminosity displayed at the major, and we saw TSM almost kind of playing that type of style a lot of the time. There at the very end, we did see with the underpass play being able to catch like automatic through the vents and starting to finally put a stop to the aggression. They also caught, you know, Simphis just running up mid 1 round by himself, so that was kind of a gifted frag. So they did find a little bit there. Like I said, it just took them a little bit too long to figure it out, it seems like.
Well, now, I mean, 5 rounds, that ain't bad. And
No.
they get to go over to the CT side right now. If they win that pistol, could have a competitive game on our hands. TSM might get it a little out of control. And Prospects, the younger team, might struggle to find themselves, to find footing, I think. Also, economy being low can make the CT side very, very difficult.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, they're going against TSM, which is probably overall the more skilled team. Also a team that has been together a little bit longer. I mean, TSM hasn't been together that long, but I mean, Prospects, I think, shuffled their roster just within the last, like, week or so. So, definitely going to be... you're definitely in a tight spot when you're already the underdog, and then you make changes. It make things really rough on you, but... We'll see if they can win this pistol. They might be right back into something.
Really quite a bit of utility here for TSM. Both Semphis and FNS went in for nades. Only 3 Kevlars as a result. Actually, the same thing for Prospects. Looks like they'll take 1 kit to each site. 3 Kevlars in between. It's Josh RT coming away with the first kill. Nestled back here into the connector. Nati will find automatic. Into Nati's point of view again. He'll watch his comrade die, but immediately he's there with the revenge frag. Semvis and Sick did take away a couple players before that, but it's Prospect still with that man advantage. 3 players up, smoke going down. Someone, I believe, is still sticking the bomb. Nadi and Josh RT taking care of Finesse and Semvis, no problem. Prospects 3 alive on the pistol round.
It's a little bit different pistol round strat from TSM than what you're used to seeing on the A-bomb side. It feels like a lot of A-bomb side pistol round strats now on this map are revolve around smoking top stairs in jungle and actually pressing into CT spawn and going for the plant that route. But they actually smoked CT spawn and, you know, went for the default plant and focused on actually pressing out jungle and just trying to find fights on rotators and, you know, eliminate them before they could get to the site. But it's not winning the duels. And instead of waiting for an AK buy, they will go for just straight up Tech 9 head armor, which is classic with this team, I think. Something they do quite a lot, so I'm not too surprised to see it.
Let's see, will they check the corner? Oh, they don't throw it. I really like when terrorists execute and throw the Molotov right to where Sayonara is standing, then they all just hop out of the window. That way you don't have to check it, you don't run past the corner, but you do clear it with the flames. And, well, looks like the bomb's going to go down. There's no chance of winning this round, really, for Twist and Automatic. Automatic will fall first. Josh RT taking him out. Twist trying to extend the play. Oh, this man is a ninja. He can take his time here. Oh, maybe could have came away with both, but he's out of ammo. Almost in both guns. Just 3 bullets. Needs to find something else to work with. Oh. Could have been so sick and very, very close.
That was definitely close. I think the key thing was if Automatic could have actually found the kill at the Tech 9 there on that first CT that wrapped around, because he got a lot of free bullets on that guy. That guy was so focused on trying to kill the planter inside the smoke that Automatic should have had a free kill, and then all of a sudden you have, I think that would have been a 2v2, and then maybe you actually do wind up winning the round, but unfortunately he wasn't able to get that kill, and we are able to see Prospects make the retake work. So they are going to be able to push this up to probably 8 rounds before TSM can actually get a buy and pose a real threat. I actually see Sick picking up an AK this running. He had enough money to do this. Actually, not really. They're just forcing up again. All right, then. Well,
here come the 50% forehead spams. Twitch predictable as always. Okay, and Sayonara making a pay. Semfis has got pretty far out. Sayonara, good old secondary. That USP tosses an 8 in, goes a little too far. Semfis slides over to the kitchen. And they're not quite aware of this. I don't know if it'll matter. Smoke comes out, trajectory of that's going to give it away. Sayonara will move in, and he finds the bomb. Automatic last one up now. He is in market, 1 versus 3. Again, trying to make it expensive here for the CTs. Force those rebuys going into round 19.
Yeah, there's not too much she's going to be able to do. But then again, we did see Twist almost pull off something pretty nutty last round. So we'll have to just sit back and see. Automatic might be able to find a couple of 1v1s here, but not able to win that one against Sayonara. So it will be 10-8. TSM not able to get it done. And now they still have enough money to buy 4 of their players, but Sick is not going to be able to really do anything except for a Tech 9, so, and Twist on just a Galil. So, again, I just don't really like that style of play. I mean, just give yourself a full buy round to start the half off with, rather than doing these crazy forces. The first one's fine in the second round, but then after you lose that, seems like, I mean, they actually could have probably still Tech 9'd and stuff like that last round and been able to full buy here, but instead now, they got 1 AK and a few pistols, did nothing with it, and now you got 2 guys on, you know, weaker guns, and you don't really have as much utility as you want, and you don't have an op, which you might have wanted. So it definitely has its setbacks when it doesn't pay off. I like that window smoke from upper B, actually. I think it's just more reliable than the ones you throw from spawn.
I mean, my spawn one is reliable.
You get my point, though, right? Like, it's a safer way to throw it, and you usually have someone upper B anyway. Like,
it comes a lot later, though, because you have to run all the way to that place in B halls and then line it up. I would say its main portion would be for misdirection than anything else. But who knows? It does appear that they threw it and then we're taking away control, so maybe you are onto something. It's 4 plays 4 right now. A lot of damage taken by Automatic and Josh RT. Josh RT still going to be fragging out, gets 2 kills, and looks like he ran out of bullets. Semfis will take him down. And it is now Semfis. That's all that remains. Nadi from all type of ticket will send Semfis on a trip.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll pull from that round is because we're trying to study what TSM's trying to be. I think is one of the storylines that come out of this game, just to like get an idea of what they're going to look like if this is the 5 they decide to roll with. seeing Twist and Sick, who are both entry fraggers, playing peripheral positions is really weird. Because normally Automatic was kind of their lurker on most maps, and then you would see Vice kind of playing the other peripheral role, and then Sick and Finesse are kind of like an entry duo, and now you're seeing Automatic actually playing with the mid control pack, and then you have Twist and Sick both playing roles I haven't seen them really play before. So certainly interesting. It might be I don't know what the word to use. I guess we'll have to see how successful it is.
Sayonara jump spotting over here at B. Not seeing anything. Let's see if they ever decide to push. There is also Ye helping him out on the B site. Only 2 on A right now. Odorous on the right side of window. Playing at an angle where he can watch connector. That means Semphis is probably going to die here. Ooh. Nope, Automatic will save him. Semphis also assisting on that, but Swarming does the killing. Nati from Spawn and Ye. I think, where was he? Was he on the catwalk? That must have been where he got that kill on the Semphis. And Nati has found a double.
So Sick now in a 1v2. He did pick up an M4. He's got the bomb. He still has a pretty good amount of time left on the clock. But gonna get flanked by Nati here in CT spawn. Not gonna be able to get out and do anything. So we're now tied up 10 all. Another full buy coming in here for TSM. This will be their first time perhaps getting an op in Sippus' hands. Yes, they do decide to go ahead and get that purchase. Double op though in effect for Prospect. So Darius, who has been the opera we've been seeing for them throughout the game thus far. And it'll be added by Josh RT picking one up, and he will be playing the B-bomb side. Darius actually playing A. So they're leaving mid wide open. No one window, no one connector. Ye will push out Cat, but otherwise it's an interesting kind of 2-1-2 setup. A different kind of 2-1-2.
Well, Odorous not really watching anything right now.
What the heck is this?
He's given up and is just watching through the window room as we've got to get back into the game. We've got Ye in ladder room, Josh RT also on Cat, so they've doubled up on Catwalk. They've left Sayonara passively watching B from that cheeky angle by the flower pot. Ooh. And it's Nati and Josh RT basically just playing at CT spawn. And I think Josh RT's had one nice shot, making a second now onto Automatic. Ye off the Catwalk will bring down Finesse as he tries to get up through the connector. That's getting shut down. Sayonara gets checked. He tried to go for that pop flash, but it didn't work out. They were too fast. Look at Twist, just twisting off the heads. He finds 2. Odorous shutting that down, and now it's Sick. 1 versus 2. The and Spray God.
He did have one last round as well. This one may be a bit more manageable. He's not going to go for the bomb. He's actually trying to get close on window, maybe try to catch someone rotating. He has a little bit of time to play around with here. He does have a couple of flashes. But he's just going to slow peek out. He is going to catch Odorous actually sleeping, not able to hit the shot, but he can't find the kill himself either. Now time is beginning to run out, but he will be able to get this bomb planted. We'll see how Nati and Odorous want to approach this retake.
Well, Sick has found the first. He's been spotted by Nati. He's now going to throw that nade and has to get in there for the defuse. Nade not doing a whole lot. Kind of actually bounced back, went down the hill, and a lot of damage blocked here by the white van, of course. Oh. And Sick over the top of it will kidnap that round.
What a round, actually. Great recovery from TSM. That round did not start off well. You had Josh RT almost get a 2-for-1 op shot on Cat, and he still wound up getting 2 frags. So an instant 5-on-3 for Prospects. A great opener from them. But then you had Sick and Twist, who were both the upper B players in that round. So it was supposed to be a B split. I guess 3 coming up Cat, 2 coming out upper B. The Cat portion of the attack is absolutely shut down, but Twist hits a couple of nice shots, puts Sick in a 1v2, and Sick's able to win it. So it was an ace between those 2 players. So very well done. Great recovery. Now they have Prospects on a crazy force for an opportunity to really, at this point, get to 13-10 if they, you know, I mean, you think about it, this is going to be kind of a tougher round for Prospects to win. They don't have as much to work with. Next round, they won't have really anything to play with. So, actually, do you think they put themselves in double save territory, actually? This could, like, turn into 14-10. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the money plays out. My quick math is not that good.
I mean, they're still pretty dangerous on this round.
Yeah, very true. I just meant if it doesn't work out, they could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they will be definitely in a lot of trouble. I mean, it's hard, right? I can understand it. This is where maybe experience or being a younger team can come into the mix of your decision making. You're like, yo, we're hanging with TSM, we're tied up, we're 10-10. Like, oh, we lost a round, we gotta try to stay with it. Let's force. And then it's like, wait, we lose this force round, and we've pretty much.
When you had that thought in your head that, oh, we could reset TSM's economy here, that'd be glorious. Yeah. But the risk you take to try to do that could be a problem. But they do get one kill on the finesse, but it's quickly traded by Sick, and now Sempus on the lurk at Palace, able to get a kill. Really slowing this rotation down. That bomb's gonna get planted before anyone can really get here.
Well, they've gone in doing a decent chunk of damage to TSM, who've, well, they've thrown some smokes already. They've thrown a Molotov at window, and that'll keep them at bay for a couple seconds. Automatic making his rotation back over from Cat. Only 3 flashes, though. Hit on Odorous, so they can't get that defuse in quick. This is where that extra time on the bomb might come into effect here for the retake. They're all going to funnel out of the market door, and that's going to be Twist. No, what? Only coming away with the 1 kill. Automatic will trade on onto Josh. It's all up to Ye. Takes one off of the catwalk. Sick on just 32 HP at the white van again. And he's gone down this time. Ye will take it. He's got to go back for the kit. Can't find it. Does run past it there. Could have maybe scooped it up for the value. $400, man.
Yeah, so he does save the AK and armor, so that helps out a little bit, but I mean, they're still going to have to take a save this round for sure, and even next round their buy is not going to be that great. They'll be able to buy, but it's going to be not ideal, put it that way. You actually see Ye picking up a little bit of utility, kind of even out the money with the rest of his team, and maybe they could make some type of play off of this, some type of aggressive play or something with Ye. It looks like he will be just playing B, though. It's going to be a really fast up to B hit here from TSM. They know that their opponents don't have much to work with.
Sonic, Semphis right out of the gate. We've got Ye, though, with that AK spraying away. And that's Finesse that will fall. He, like, stopped controlling that. He was spraying into the sky. Like, I don't know what was going on. There's Semphis with another one, $1,200 for him on the round. It's up to Ye and Naughty. Semphis got to grab one more, 1,800. Am I calling someone or someone calling me? We're going to ignore that. Fiddling with my phone and started ringing dust. Take a look at that last kill.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just Siphus realizing the economic situation, knows he can get a Mac 10, maybe get some extra cash, which he does, gets up to $7,400, picks up an op. And so TSM looking pretty good. Nice little war chest there for 6 still left. $4,250 after his purchase. Money tight on prospects. They do get a buyout here, but no op and a little bit lacking on utility maybe. And also, if they lose, they're right back to saving. So they're definitely in a tough economic spot at this point that TSM could certainly exploit. And they're going to go for that quick B split again with the smoke wall on the catwalk. Again, though, it's shut down.
Yo, Ye, too good. Takes 3 away from a TSM, and it could be 11 on the scoreboard for Prospects GG just because of that. He's also gone in for the op. He's going to find his 4th kill. He's on for the ace right now. And we've got Twists at the white van. And it'll be Sayonara. He will take away the ace, but it secures the round and it keeps the op up as well as all the utility and armor onto Ye.
Yes, I mean, both times TSM's run that tactic, they've gotten shut down on Cat. The first time it was Josh RT who got 2 opening kills to slow it down. That time it's TA. The first time around, they still wound up winning, though, because Sick and Twist were able to push out the apartments and make a play, basically. That time they could not. So that B split definitely not panning out so far. It's kind of 0 for 2 in execution, though they did win a round off of it. And now they're going to be on just pistols. So this gives Prospects a chance to start closing that gap, and they're making this actually a pretty close contest now. I have to say, when I was looking at the fact that Prospects were changing their roster around and giving TSM been looking better lately, and they picked up a good player in Twist, I thought this might be a blowout, but it hasn't been that way. Oh, wait a second. Wow, that was some nice 1-deeks.
All 1-deeks are nice. They're Sick with the P250, gonna bring down Naughty. 2-on-2 right now. They're gonna plant in here for Wedge. Sayonara comes looking, but automatic.
They might win this round.
And it's up to Ye. He's got to sort it out, but he can't do it. Sick with the P250 1-saps.
You know what's nicer than 1-deeks? 1 P250s. Those are pretty sick too.
Talking about my 1-taps, Dust.
Yeah, they give them a piece of me. I have a really shitty fake French accent, by the
Wasn't
way.
good.
Wasn't able to. I don't know if you were able to pick up on that.
Picked up on it.
And now TSM's in a great position to close this out because you can see prospects are obviously forcing what they can, prevent map point, but it means they have no utility and they're on a bunch of FAMAS. In the next round, with their money reset, they'll have nothing to work with. So this could very easily now just be 16-11. But we have seen prospects make some decent plays to stay in this game. And through, they've kept it a close contest. I mean, it started looking pretty one-sided there at the middle of the first half, but then they won a couple rounds at the end, and then they closed the gap, even got themselves at a tie at one point, 10-10. So they've definitely played well, but now they're starting to fall apart here at the very end, it looks like.
All right, still 5-on-5. Minute 10 on the clock. Time continues to slip away. Lots of flashes, 2 Molotovs and a nade here for TSM. They will not have any smokes, and it's actually Josh RT on the catwalk. They will take down automatic finesses there. Looks like he takes a couple bullets to the body on the way out, so he's down to 20 HP, but he does kill Sayonara. That'll keep it 4-on-4.
The bomb make its way to the A-bomb site here. Naughty playing really passive on CT spawns. One of those situations where I feel like they might even get forces to save some rifles on these B players if this A hit actually comes in and Monty's unable to really find anything.
Love into connector there from Twist. TSM controlling the A site, but being pretty timid. Don't want to plant yet. Need to make sure the coast is clear. I mentioned earlier they don't have those smokes, and this is why, right? Can't lock down CT. And that's where 2 CTs are coming from. Go figure. One jumps over Ticket. Sempis will take him out. Yay coming over. Oh, gets finessed. Yay, 2 aware. Bomb is down, but it will be defused. Plenty of time.
Yeah, so hard to find bomb plants in that A-bomb site when you don't have smokes. I mean, because that CT angle is just so big. It's so wide. There's so much space there to be able to, freely peek out and take duels. Yeah, so much you have to worry about. You have to worry about, connector push, jungle push, CT spawn. They're all pretty wide choke points, to be honest, so it'd be very difficult to keep your eye on all of that and ensure a bomb. But they actually do plant the bomb, but just can't close out the round, and so prospects surviving.
And Dust, I was gone at the very start of this.
Sure.
Whose pick was this map?
This was prospects pick.
All right.
TSM actually picked Dust 2. That'll be our second map.
There you go. Someone in the chat was wondering. I was kind of wondering as well.
Person in chat.
It was really for the person in chat.
Sure it was.
Oh, look at Sayonara taking down both Sick and Semphis. That's almost unforgivable. And then Odorous is posted up here with an up. So this aggression into the B halls, into the kitchen.
I thought they were going to try to go for that mid-B split again, but the bomb got caught so early. And now they've had to scramble to try to see if they could get it back, but they have been unsuccessful. Automatic now left alone on the 1v5. So prospects, there's been so many times where TSM had them up against the ropes and could just KO'd them, but a little bit of Rocky Balboa in prospects right now. It's like,
Go. Creed. That movie was so good. I watched it the other day.
I have not seen that yet.
So good.
We'll go.
Maybe not so good, but it was definitely good. You think at this point, like, what is basically Rocky 7 would be old, but nope.
Yeah.
Still works.
The formula still plays out just fine.
It's a good formula.
Does Creed get punched in the face like 50 times throughout the fight and still somehow win? I know spoilers, but
no, I mean I wouldn't spoil it. I don't know.
I mean, Rocky took so many shots in the face through those 6 movies, and somehow he still.
There was definitely less Adrian moments, but there was a lot of nostalgia and throwback to the original movies, which was fun. Similar to what Star Wars did with their reboot.
You mean just copy the storyline from the first movie completely? Yeah.
Semphis.
I guess that's a. Yeah, that also hurts.
That was a teammate. It was a teammate, dude.
Yeah, man. It's like Anakin Skywalker just stabbing Obi-Wan right there. Since we're talking about Star Wars.
That didn't. Well, I mean,
Had him in the back.
That didn't really happen.
Figuratively.
He killed him later, but at that point he wasn't technically Anakin. Was he? You strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could ever imagine. Or something.
TSM not looking too powerful right now. They have been wrecked. Besides
They're about to get
the team
struck down.
damage, they also took a lot of heat from, I guess, Ye. They did kill him, but he did a lot of damage.
Well, Sayonara was carrying pretty hard. At one point, he had like 21 kills, and everyone else had 10. And that was like near the end of the first half, start of the second. And then Ye just started popping off and had some massive rounds. So I'd say Sayonara and Ye. Something about having multiple A's in your name. Maybe that's the secret.
Josh RT also had a couple of pretty big rounds. Nice fake though at A. It's going to allow them to probably get a bomb plant here. Sayonara is still in the area, but he's kind of been forced back. If they can find a way to kill him, they should be able to get the plant, but they're not going to be able. Oh, what the heck? Did Ye just go full breezy? Sayonara, rather?
I was to say, I don't know about Ye. Ye got 0 kills. That doesn't seem to be what Breezy does.
I saw Ye in the assist notifier, so that was my bad. But yeah, it was Sayonara.
Chris wants to know where the grunting's at. I should have grunted for that triple kill. They're trying so hard to trade that out because they got the pistols, but it just sets them up to star in an episode of Will It Blend. It blended.
So we were tied at 14 all. TSM, have they inherited the choking factor?
Maybe? I don't know if they can choke. Like, they were never in that great of a position, right?
Oh, there was definitely a chance they could have won this game 16-11 if they would have won that one round. Top 20 being so messed up.
Yeah.
But regardless, also they were up 10-5, so I mean that's still a pretty big lead.
Yeah, but that's like how Mirage plays out, right? Maybe 9-6.
I feel like this is one of the maps that still is a pretty good bit CT leaning, even with the new meta.
I don't know, man.
It's not that bad.
Mirage CT side is... I guess it's different when you're on a team, but Mirage is one of the hardest maps on CT side in a pug. It really does require a lot of communication and on-point rotations from the CT side. And here's Odorous from Ticket Booth. He goes up. I thought he was going to just get pieced out by FNS, you know, who was maybe going to go underneath. But, oh, NA Molly, why not? Throw it on your teammate. See if he burns. Nadi's going to push on through. Finesse on the fallback. Odor's going to miss that shot. Pulls out the 5-7. Nadi does push through. Not the best of sprays, but it will deal with FNS. He's fallen down. An automatic on just 16 HP. Bomb is planted for him. We've got a flash. 2 kits. That's all we got. That's all automatic had as well, minus the kits. He's got a flash. He throws it up. Nadi's blind. Nadi's dead. On the bomb is Odorous. And automatic going to take them both down.
So close. Automatic just perhaps saved the day for TSM with that play right there. You know, a lot of struggle from TSM in the last 4 or 5 rounds trying to close out this game, but finally, with that big play from Automatic, now they have a chance to go ahead and end this in regulation. But there's still a lot of money on prospects, and we've talked about how Sayonara's been good the whole way through, but yeah, he's definitely woken up. Josh Ortiz had some pretty solid rounds. In fact, you're starting to see a pretty tight frag distribution form on the prospect side of things over, you know, the course of this half. So, I mean, it's a full team effort at this point. I would say the same about TSM. They have a pretty tight frag spread as well. The frags mirror each other, so it really is a close game in that sense. But here comes what could be the final round of the game. Right now, TSM looking to hit this A-bomb site, mostly out of Palace, and there's the entry.
Yeah, I think, well said there, Twitch chat. If he didn't screw up that Molotov, he would have had a smoke. It's actually a really good point. He could have smoked off that connector, and that probably would have been around 100%. So Prospect really screwing up with just throwing of the nades, but it doesn't look like it's going to phase them all that much. They shake off that round. They've got themselves into another 2 versus 1. This time it's going to fall onto FNS. He's under Shadow. Sayonara looking. Not getting peeked there from connector, so I guess he can realize they're not there. They've got... Oh, they're lining up on the cross. Finesse. Man, crushing the dreams. Winning on 2 1v2s to close out those last 2 rounds to get up to 16 and win by 2 to send it to map 2.
Oh, my. Yeah, I mean, I actually didn't know if that was going to go well because that's actually not the best position to be in a 1vx situation. You're kind of stuck, right? You don't really have any freedom to move around, find cover. They either don't check you and you win, or, you know, you just have to, like, win a crazy goal, basically. Like, it's just it's a rough spot to be in, no doubt about it. But somehow they line up for him. He finds a way to close it. And so it was not the prettiest of wins for TSM, though they did have a big 10-5 lead. It quickly shrunk. And it took 2 pretty big individual efforts, one from Automatic in the 1v2 match point round, and then that 1v2 from Finesse to actually put the map away. So definitely not that. I mean, I thought they were going to win this pretty big, given the situation with prospects rosters swapping around and just TSM being a heavy favorite in general. But yeah, that was actually a nail biter. It came down to the wire.
Yeah, it was. Definitely some good highlight clip material for both Ye and Sayonara. They didn't win, which is unfortunate, but keep playing like that. Get a name for yourself. Who knows what NA team or what basketball player will start an esports organization and pick you up. It's 2016, and this is esports. You're watching CEVO Gfinity Pro League Season 9. I'm Helium, a little late to the party. Thank you, Dust, for covering and solo casting for the first, 6 rounds there on map 1. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back with Dust 2, so stay tuned.